Okay, so recording has been started. Okay, so like what we are going to discuss today, the agenda of the session. So I don't want to waste your time just giving very basic intro and all those stuff. Let me know if you really need it, but uh, straightforward we can understand the importance of the tool, and we can understand the demand of the tool, and we can understand the market of this technology, and so that we can feel confident to learn about this. Okay, so that is the agenda for the session, and from tomorrow onwards this regular sessions will be there on how to practice on each and every building block of this technology. Okay, and we will give you the real-time scenarios to practice, and we'll review that. All those stuff will be discussed, how the process will be. And if you have any questions, please feel free to note down on a pen and paper, and hope you are sitting in keen and calm area. You join from laptop. Okay, so all these things keep in mind. These are the rules of the game that you need to build for the next 30 days, or maybe until you get the success. That is very important for the commitment that you need to promise for yourself, not to me or not to anyone, but you need to promise yourself that you know you are sitting in a keen and calm area, have a pen and paper ready, noting the doubts. End of the session, I'll be connecting with you one on one if required. You can ask me. I'll tell you what are the ways to communicate with me, how and when, and all those things that we will discuss. Okay, now coming to the point, the Power BI. Power BI, in this demo, as I said, we are going to understand the demand of it. Why we should learn Power BI? What is BI? What is I? Right? So all these things you need to understand step by step, and then we'll understand how this training program will work for that success. Ultimate goal is to get the success, to get the job, and then move on into a next level from there. So that is the program for this. Okay, so intelligence is nothing but, people think that intelligence is nothing but a knowledge, too much clever, all those stuff, but that's not exactly. Okay, intelligence is what you have. Okay, what you want, how you want. So like it will understand the past, present, and future. Like all WH questions can be answered in the past. All WH questions, okay, like WH questions means what, where, when, who, and why. So all these WH questions will be answered for the past, present, and the future. So when you have all these answers, then that is the intelligence. Let's say, imagine there is a business failure. So what is that failure? Where is that happened? When it is happened? Who made that, that failure, and why that? What would be the reasons? Okay, and that is the past. Now present, what we need to do, where we need to do, when we need to do, who has to do that. Okay, all these things that comes into picture, and of course how and how much will come into the picture. But all the questions, whatever the question, the possible questions will be asked in the past, possible questions will be asked in the present, and possible questions we can ask for the future, and then we can try what we want. That is called intelligence. Okay, you can achieve whatever you want if you implement all the processes in the present. Then definitely you can control the future. That's the main intent of the intelligence. If you apply for that is a business. If you apply for anything, like let's say emotion intelligence, like what was your past, how you grown till this age, and what you are thinking at this point of time, and how you practice some best practices to control your emotions, so that you can, in future you will become a monk or something. Okay, so wherever you apply, whichever the area that you apply, that intelligence it will be emotional intelligence. Okay, maybe personal career intelligence or career growth intelligence. Okay, wherever you apply that intelligence it will become, right? So to precise, intelligence is nothing but what happened in the past and what is actually happening in the present and what will happen in the future, and the way you control is called intelligence. But how this Power BI tool will become a business intelligence? That is, next question, right? So Power BI is simplest form of intelligence tool in the market. Okay, it caters from small business, a single person business, to a Fortune 500 business. It is not losing any of the market. It can work for a single person to a Fortune 500 company business. Also, it can work to make an intelligence and to make the faster decisions. So, what is the main use of the report? Why we need a report? Let's say if you went to an hospital, you require a report. Why? To make the decision quickly and effectively without any risk, right? If there's no report, what we can just assume and we can give the medicine, but not sure, don't take any risk. That's the intent of that report mean, right? So similar way, Power BI also will produce the reports, but it is not only reporting tool, it is a non-traditional reporting tool, non-traditional ETL come reporting tool. What is this? ETL come reporting tool. It's a non-traditional tool. What is this? Non-traditional. Okay, non-traditional ETL come reporting tool. So that's the definition that I can give, but of course there are many definitions. Okay, whatever you think, but you can write Power BI simply it's a reporting tool, but it has many features unlike other reporting tools. Okay, in the market there are many reporting tools out there. So how do I know? Simply go to the Google and search for Power BI Gartner report, Gartner report, or Magic Quadrants, whatever it is, and go to images. You will get the latest one. Okay, just search for 2024 or something. So wherever it is the one, so you can simply open that and you will come to know. Maybe it's opening the LinkedIn, but see whatever it is. So you see Microsoft is in the top, the leaderboard. Okay, there are 4 quadrants. Maybe you can see now this is clearly. So you see these are the all reporting tools. You see ClickView, Salesforce, Tableau, TIBCO software, StarSpot, okay, IBM tools, okay, Zoho is also in the niche players. So niche players means in this business area they are started. Okay, they have a very good vision. They are actually giving the challenges to the leaders. Within the leaderboard, you see the who is on the top. So that's the meaning of this. That's how you should understand this board. Okay, but Microsoft is in the leaderboard right now. Previously, Tableau was in the leaderboard. I mean, the top of the leader in the leaderboard. But Microsoft is continuously growing. Okay, so that's what we can understand. Okay, so you can see every year how Microsoft is actually placing their leader position, but that's what you can realize. Okay, now what we understand, Microsoft Power BI is a leader in the market, and Microsoft is a very big software company. I'm not a brand ambassador, but I'm telling you how you can secure your position for some time. Okay, so Power BI not only just work ETL come reporting, but it has AI, ML. Okay, so all these advanced latest features also you can implement. Okay, so ML engineer required Power BI, AI engineer, AI data scientist might require Power BI reports. So let's say you are opening up a gate, and for the bright future, maybe you might see a lot of other opportunities that you might get, but Power BI is a starting position. And from there, you can also go to a Fabric. We will discuss about the Fabric also. What is Fabric? Fabric is a one-stop shop solution for all your data analytical needs. Okay, so even Power BI is also, but some extent. Fabric is far better than that, and it's far bigger than that. Okay, so there is no separate license is required within Power BI itself. We can of course license is required, but to train yourself I can give you the Fabric license along with Power BI license. So you can actually learn along with me. If possible, after this Power BI course completion, we can start Fabric. Okay, I'm trying for the certification of this Fabric by this month. So if that gets succeed, I'm confident enough to start this Fabric training as well. Okay, it is started in the November you know 17th, I remember. Okay, so November 17th, this came into general availability in 2023. So from there onwards, they have given it for business to purchase. Prior to that, for 4 to 5 months or 6 months, it was in the preview mode. Okay, preview mode in the sense, like us, we can test it and give a feedback to Microsoft how it working in different scenarios, and they used to continuously develop based on the feedback. Okay, so that's how this Fabric was, and now it's available and business is running out of it. And you might have seen this Satya Nadella's session on YouTube. Every year they actually give a keynote, like Google keynotes. Microsoft also will deliver their keynotes every year, how they improved their technology in each and every area. So he talked about Fabric. Fabric is going to be the next evolution of the reporting industry. Though the Power BI is in the leader, but they don't want to stop there. They have given the best to the market to serve the current market, because they know the market very well, and they can that's how they think that the Fabric is very much required to do the end-to-end scenario. Power BI is successful. Actually, Power Fabric is not a new technology at all. Power Fabric was given in the Azure cloud. Okay, Azure Synapse Analytics. Okay, but it was a PaaS system. Okay, PaaS application. What is the PaaS? So you might require this PaaS, SaaS, as thing, right? So infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, we will discuss extensively in the IGO session. But for now, you need to understand, just because of its past, it was not successful like a Power BI. Whereas Power BI is a SaaS application, software as a service. It's a cloud infrastructure I'm talking about. Okay, in the cloud you have three flavors of after that they have introduced a lot of flavors, but major building blocks of the cloud computing is three: infrastructure renting, platform renting, and software renting. So Azure Synapse Analytics is downgraded to Power BI as a software service. The offering has changed. Technology is not new actually. That's where they are aggressively going to the market and saying that now you no need to do any provisioning of your platform. We will give you a ready-made plug and play software. Okay, so that you can use for your all data analytical needs. So that this will be a time to market is quicker. See, previously when a software is to develop, gathering the infrastructure, planning session, is all the SDLC you might have known, right? So SDLC was a big planning sessions, development one phase, testing another phase, migration another phase, production is another phase, and support is another phase. So all those things phases were actually making a lot of time, and by end of this time to market, the new competitor will come and sit into the market, and you will become a outdated software. To overcome that, this agile mechanism came into picture. That also we will discuss end of this course, how we get the work into the the real time, and how you need to answer them. All those stuff we will discuss at the end. But for now, we are actually focusing on the technology side, basically, like how it is so important, whether it will be a futuristic technology or not, whether we have a job demand or not. So how do I know whether it's a demanding in the job market or not? Because ultimate goal is it should be. See, I might be giving this demo because I know only Power BI. Okay, but I could say that you should learn Power BI because you are going to be my customer, so I could be telling that something extra, but you don't believe me. You should not believe me. Okay, should not believe my words. What you need to do, you need to go to the Naukri or maybe LinkedIn. Okay, and you can search for, let's say, if I just open this, my Naukri portal will come. So naukri.com, and don't do anything. Just don't log in or don't do anything. Just search for Power BI. Just search for it. Whether it will be a developer. Now see Tableau Power BI developer. Okay, so maybe there could be a migration from Tableau to Power BI. Okay, and you see this is Accenture. So Power BI application developer. Now you open all of these things. Okay, all of these things, and you can just understand this job description. What they really want to, you know, uh, the minimum 2 years of experience is required. Okay, and key responsibilities. So you note down all these points. SSAS, we will discuss that. Okay, so like how many jobs that you can see in the search. Okay, you see these many jobs that you could see. The Bangalore position, Hyderabad position. Okay, you can see this salary wise. Okay, company wise, role wise, those many jobs that you could see. Okay, so it's easy to understand, but you can just open all these things and note down all the job responsibilities and let me know if I miss anything. In my, see, this goal is not to whatever I prepared that I need to explain. No, this is purely come from my experience. Okay, you will see, you will understand. Of course, some of them actually I prepared to give you just because to crack the interview. Okay, so this entire program is built for the to crack the interview, to get the job, and your resume should be on top of in the Naukri market. So that is the ultimate goal. Okay, so if you learn from from this training, your resume should come top for any job that is in the market, so that you will get the call first. Okay, so let me know. You see these keywords, some people are asking how to write a keyword. Simply you take one of them and just copy these keywords to your keywords. Okay, so of course I'll guide you one-on-one session how to update your resume, but you need to follow. As it is a free session, you are the responsible. You are not a school student or something. Okay, you are the graduate. You are looking for your career and you need to follow. Okay, so if you're really interested, definitely I'll take one step ahead and then I'll definitely give you what you are expecting. I can give you more than that. Okay, but whenever you just come into your mind, and then it's not like hurry burry kind of thing. Slow and steady win the race, with some techniques and tips and tricks should be added to that point. Okay, now what we understand the Power BI, the tool composition. Okay, the AI, ML and Fabric, Synapse Analytics to downgraded, Power BI is upgraded to become a, see, the layer is between here, Fabric is here. So it is Power BI is become powerful with Fabric and Azure Synapse Analytics. Actually, Power BI is nothing but this Azure Synapse Analytics plus Power BI is equal to Fabric. So Fabric contains what? ADF, ADB, ADLS Gen 2 and Power BI. So we are going to learn extra these three along with the additional benefits of Fabric. Okay, so this is an extra, these three are the extra things that we are going to learn. What is ADF? It's an ETL tool. Power BI is also ETL tool called Power Query. So if you know Power Query, ADF is 50% is gone there. ADB, Azure Databricks, it is something extra that we should learn as a notebook mechanism. I will guide you how at least the fundamentals I can give you, and I can give you some assignments so that if you practice, then you are good to crack the interview in Fabric. Recently, market is started with fabric also. Whoever is calling me, they are asking about the fabric. Okay, so you understand the fabric, you understand Power BI, you understand Synapse Analytics just is a PaaS application. So everything you need to create. Okay, you need to provision your SQL server, you need to provision your everything that you need to tabular model, everything that you need to provision, and you need to do it. But here it is plug and play. If you just create it, automatically create with the default templates. So that is the ready-made cake. SaaS is a ready-made cake. Okay, so that is the reason Fabric is now become a SaaS application. Okay, Power BI is a SaaS application, Fabric is also SaaS application, and Synapse Analytics is a PaaS application. Okay, so that's all about this. Okay, now time to market is very quick with this SaaS applications. Okay, so we will discuss exactly the difference between SaaS, PaaS, and AS maybe in the detail session. But altogether, what we realize is Power BI is going to be a futuristic tool and which has very good market right now. So that you can stay for some time. And not only that, Power BI is come up with Power Platform. Is one kind of a business bundle that is actually making with Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Bots. These four become Power Platform. Okay, Power Platform is equal to Power BI, Power Automate, okay, and Power Apps, okay, Power Auto, and Power Bots. Okay, so these four actually a combination of a package. Okay, that's called Power Platform. Okay, so different certification is there for that. Okay, so for Power BI you have a PL 300. Okay, previously we had 70778. Now they changed it to PL 300. And Fabric we have a DB 600. This one. Okay, so those are the certifications. If anybody is really interested to go that extents, definitely I'll help you out how to do all those stuff. Okay, now so we understand what is Power BI, right? So what is Power BI, maybe all those things, how it works, like how we are going to learn this, how are we going to learn. So to understand this, okay, so you might be knowing about myself. My name is Mahinder. I have 16 plus years of IT experience, out of which I've been training more than 3 years of or 3 years now, and trained hundreds of people and who are all actually settled down in the market, with their jobs. And yeah, there are a lot of success stories. I don't want to highlight them, but I would like to highlight this program, not the person. But you can get motivated. Might be you might come with referrals only. So I don't want to I don't talk about that. But if you committed, definitely there will be a success. Only thing is you should promise yourself that you committed for this. Okay, your commitment is required, and you require a laptop, you require a good internet. So these are the three things that you need to require. The first and foremost fundamental thing is the commitment. Remaining things will automatically follow you. Okay, the commitment, the passion is required to get success. I know you might be spend a lot of years of time on the education, lot of years of experience into where you actually um, uh, underrated maybe kind of thing. Okay, underpaid. Okay, but this is going to be a perfect solution where you can grow your growth. So how the salaries will be, so how you can learn. So morning 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. the sessions will be. Okay, and next 8 to 8:30, next 30 minutes will be a doubts clarification session. So I'll take any desk. if required, you need to download this AnyDesk software and install. Okay, there will be a number, AnyDesk number will come, and you need to share that number to me so that I can connect to your laptop. Okay, and I can see what you are trying to do and where you struck it. This is called collaboration. Okay, this is very much required when you are working in a remote. So work from home, work from anywhere is upcoming, um, work styles basically. So you need to mold yourself that, wherever, from wherever you work from. Okay, you should do a life, work life balance. So all those things. So you can start from here. In the training itself, you will understand how to use AnyDesk, how you can work with your manager or your team member, okay, your team lead, so that I'll tell you how to chat with me, how to connect with me. So all those things are part of this training also. Okay, next, that is if required, if it is not clarified by the chart, if not clarified by the, voice or call over the call, then we will take this AnyDesk. Okay, so that you will definitely feel better when to get clarified. Okay, this is the program, and it will be next 30 days. Okay, and if required, we can also give, after that we can give you free session of resume building, we can give one-on-one sessions. So these are all separate things, and every day these 30 minutes you can connect in one-on-one if required. But whoever first come first serve, whoever ping me first, of course next day you will definitely get it, but that's for sure. But yeah, you need to follow up. That is very much required. I will give you a templates to tracking templates. So these templates are very much useful for your practice and also for the HR onboarding mechanism. Okay, how you should not get confused, because I know I was struggled a lot. So those struggling, I'll try to make it easy for you. So anything that is evolving, we should make it easy for the upcoming generation. That's how this evolution is coming into the world of change, right? So that's what I've also actually created some of the templates which definitely useful for you. And we have a lot of material. Okay, I will share that material also, and the license that I'm going to give you, which actually makes Power BI along with Fabric. Okay, so this will be for 2 months. Okay, even after that you still required, I'll ask a couple of questions. If you answer me, if I satisfy, then I will definitely give it to you. It's not mandatory, but to give you after 60 days. But if I'm okay, if I satisfied with your whatever the because I see people, if I promise over promise that no, don't worry, if your license goes out of the license, then I will give you another one. They simply waste their time, because whenever the free things come into picture, we will simply overlook them. We will not give that respect. That is the human tendency. Okay, we will all fall into marketing traps. You might be seeing on the YouTube, whenever you on the YouTube, they say that just 99 rupees you will become you will get just 15 lakhs package. That, for that dialogue itself, it's a cheating or maybe fooling kind of thing. But there is a sales funnel. We will discuss in one of the Power BI visual called funnel chart, funnel visual, how that funnels will be make you into that market trap. Okay, so see, I'm not saying 100% fraud, but there could be a kind of a licensing, the sales mechanism that involved. Okay, so this is how we are going to learn this program. Okay, so I think you might be seeing in the card, so I'm not going to talk about them, but definitely whatever I promise, I can give you more than that. Any questions, feel free to ask me before we start the demo. I mean the real demo, how Power BI looks like and what kind of installation that we required, all those things that I'm going to start now. So it is all about how we learn, how you should get the success. what is the market right now. So these are the major topics that we covered. Because whenever I discuss with people, these are the gray areas that they require more clarity. Okay, now let's come to the demo. So before we start the demo, we require downloads and installations. Okay, so you can go to this, let's say Power BI Google, and search for Power BI Desktop. Download desktop. What is this Power BI Desktop? Okay, so in this basically you have two major building blocks. Of course, the next building blocks will come into picture, but Power BI Desktop and Power BI Service. Okay, so this is a SaaS application. This is a software, a tool. Okay, it's a tool basically. Okay, but it is free tool. Here Microsoft will make the money. Okay, here they will do the business. Here we have different licenses. Okay, pro license, premium license, okay, embedded license, okay, and the fabric license, etc. Within the fabric also there are many different sub flavors. Even in the premium also we have two types of premiums: premium per user, premium per capacity, PPU, PPC. Okay, embedded also has two types. So this will go into detail too deeper. So see, wherever you go and get trained, but they will not focus here, because which is free. They will focus and you will get a lot of material out there, the Google, YouTube, a lot of things. I'm not saying I'm the expert in the YouTube channels. Of course there are many YouTube channels, but don't get into the trap for now, because YouTube channel is built for the views. They actually come up with the agenda to get more views. Okay, some of them are really good, but some of them actually unnecessary scenarios they will create, and they will spend your some time, and they will get some spend time or view time, something like that. Okay, so for the next 30 days stop watching the YouTube. Okay, after that definitely I will tell you what kind of YouTube channels you need to follow. I will give you the best YouTube channels to follow to enhance your career further. But until then, whatever the assignments that I've given, you just have to practice, and you need to get it reviewed with me on the next day, maybe after 2 days. But you should follow the tracker. Will actually help you out whether you have get it reviewed or not. You can note down in the Google sheet. Okay, if you really committed. Okay, so this free tool we need to download and install. Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you in this install. Okay, downloading means from downloading from internet to your local machine, and installing means you need to make that software to work. Okay, so basic understanding of that. See, in the real time you will not do this, because in the laptop you will not get admin rights, so that any software cannot be installed. So you need to raise a ticket, and then the help desk team will be taken that AnyDesk or maybe any other remote control software that will connect to the laptop, and from using their credentials they will install the software. But here I'm going to tell you how to download and install. But some companies will allow you to download and install, because why they will not give you to download and install, because unknowingly some pop-up will come. If you click yes, it will get installed some malwares or some other which will actually leads to crash your lap machine, or some kind of loss could lead actually. So that is the reason for freshers or for less experienced people, they will not give you admin rights. Like experience like me with 15, 16 of experience, they will give you. That's not mandatory, but just believe that he will not do that kind of is matured enough to do that. He will not do, so that we can give admin rights, so that whatever the important tools that he can download and install, based on the, because we know the software rules and regulations, most of them. Okay, because I change a lot of companies. Each and every company, whenever we change, they will give some training kind of thing, based on that they might believe and they might give, but it's an optional. Giving admin rights on the laptop is an optional. Okay, but if not, then you need to raise the ticket. They will tell you how to raise the ticket and everything. So here you need to just search for it. If they want, you can give this link so that they can download from here. So what is these two files? One is a desktop setup file, the other one is setup x64. What is this difference? You see the size difference. Okay, but x64, you need to understand this pipe size. Okay, so if you go to this computer, this PC, and go to properties, here you can understand this 64-bit operating system. So there is 34-bit operating system. It is nothing but the pipe size operations will be done using a pipe. Imagine, 32-bit is a small pipe, 64-bit is a big pipe, double pipe. Okay, so if your machine is 32-bit, then simply you can choose this first one. And even if you don't know, if you don't understand how I come from here and all those stuff, you can simply choose this instead of this and download and install it. Automatically it will evaluate your system, and based on that it will install whether it's a 34 or 64. But I'm confident that my machine is 64. I'm going to choose this. But apart from this, see, mine is 16 GB RAM and i7 processor with the 9th generation. If you see this number, which actually it started with 9, so it's 9th generation. And this is the CPU speed. Okay, and 64-bit operating system. This is the device ID, and here if you come, it's minus Windows 11 Pro. Okay, and this is the version of it. Okay, installation, when it is installed, and all those stuff. Okay, so this is how you can understand your device. Okay, at least, right? So I'm going to take this as a software and I'm going to download it. So it's started downloading. It will not take much time. It will just take 2 minutes. That's what it is estimated. It just depends on your internet speed and your machine speed, all those things that matters. But yeah, obviously it will take less than a minute, or sometimes a minute. So this is how it is. And the next one is, before this download, I'm going to show you the next one. Okay, which is a Power BI service. So how that looks like. So you can just open this app.powerbi.com. So this is wherever you go, whether you joined Infosys, whether you joined TCS, whether you joined Microsoft, whether you joined Amazon, Google, wherever you join, whichever the company that you join. So this is the single URL that you need to give. But then how Microsoft will understand, how it will be differentiated, whether from which company I joined from. So based on your email address. So this email address I'm going to give you. Okay. So based on that, you will start provisioning your workspaces and everything. Okay. So here we will create workspaces. Here you will see this licenses and everything. Is it Pro, Trial, and Premium. Premium capacity, embedded, fabric capacity. So all those things that you will come to know the licensing modes in the next session. But until then, let's see this free software, whether it's downloaded or not. Okay, still it is downloading. 38 seconds. Okay, so two things we understood. One is Power BI Desktop, which is free tool. Okay, to download and install. I'm just showing it in the demo. Now the service, which will actually, you can connect with app.powerbi.com. So this is the common URL. Okay, common URL to connect Power BI service. And how it will be differentiated based on your email address. Let's say vegam.com. Vegam 8 is my company name. So that is the reason whenever I give this license, you are part of my company. So there is no personal license will not be given. Moreover, if you get some personal license also, that's not useful basically. This app.powerbi.com is meant to collaborate with your team. So getting my point, you need to collaborate with me, okay, with your friends who joined with me, with you, right? So for that mind, keep in mind, I highly recommend, you know, you join with your friend. That friend should be smarter than you, so that you can, assess with your, thing, and get success. It should be win-win situation. You should help him, and he should help you, and you both should get help together, and then both will get success. Maybe one should come first, and maybe another one will definitely get success. The cooperation, collaboration is very, very important to get success in every situation, or every relationship, or every whatever it is. Okay, so the common URL is this, but it will be differentiate based on the email address. So the email address is very, very important. Email ID. So this email ID, whether this email ID has a pro license, whether it has a premium license, whether it has embedded license, everything will be evaluated by the Microsoft before it get logged in. Okay, so now let's see whether it's downloaded or not. Yes, it's downloaded. You just click on this, double click on it, it will open up, or you can go to that folder, and it will take little time to open. Okay, you should not click multiple times. Yes, you see it is open, and you click next. Very easy to install. Click yes. Okay, it will pop up. The reason is, so if something is going to disturb this OS, if you don't if that's not popped up, so automatically beyond the scenes some other software also can install. So Microsoft recently, changed this mechanism, that whenever the new software comes in, there's a pop-up whether you are installing or something is automatically installing. So that's the, confirmation it will take. The consent will be taken using that pop-up. Okay, so the pop-up, the MFA, they are the, great ideas, change the world. Okay, extensively. The MFA means, whenever you logged in, you will get a OTP. OTP, the password cannot be hacked at the same time. Your password might get hacked, but your OTP cannot be hacked. Or if OTP can be hacked, both cannot be hacked at the same time. So that's how it is. I don't want any shortcut, so just simply install. So this is how you can install. Let me know if you could do it right away with your lap in front of your lap. If you are in front of your laptop, you can try this. But by any chance, if you have anything, we can discuss end of the session, or maybe tomorrow. Anyway, I will give you the recording, so you can go to the recording and try to install. If not, definitely I'll be available, maybe today or tomorrow, whenever the session starts, before or after, and we can connect, and we can, fix that. But you need to follow up. Okay, so without your interest, we cannot make you, which means I cannot follow up you whether you have done it or not. Can you show me? So it's not like a school thing. Okay, so if you ask me, I will definitely give, if you ask one doubt, I will, give you two to three, additional answers that I can clarify. That's for sure. Okay, so now we are installing one software, and I'm trying to create one report. How usually we create a report, what is the, traditional report versus this Power BI report, so that you will appreciate it, the technology. First we need to appreciate, then the market, someone will appreciate, and then they will take the business. Okay, so that is the intent of this demo. Okay, in next 10-15 minutes I will create a report, and that report we will do a comparison between the traditional report versus this Power BI report, and then you will say wow. Okay, that's the, demo. Okay, any questions before this get installed? You can unmute yourself, and you can, ask me if you want. Ideally it should not take much time. I don't know why it's taking. And moreover, you can understand this software when it is actually released. All those things it will tell you. The version is 2.130. It is, see, this file is updated 6/11, so which almost 3 days back this new updates came into this file. So every month they will update the file. So even if you work in real time, so you need to download the latest Power BI desktop, each and every month. Okay, so what you can do using this Power BI desktop, you can get the data, you can create the relationships, you can create the reports, you can save the report, you can upload and publish the report into Power BI service. And for that it required the system, it should be Windows 10 and above, and it's all talking about this, but Windows 11 is the best option. Okay, you required Windows 11, and then the Edge, it should be installed the Edge, that's what it is saying. And you see it is available in the both flavors of the platform. Okay, that's what it's saying. You can just go to this and understand. I think it's finished. So whenever if you don't want to open automatically, you can untick this and you can finish it, but I want to open it. Let's that open. Okay, so now Power BI desktop is opening. So before that, I would like to show you one of the reports, like IMF report. Okay, IMF Outlook database. Okay, I just want to show this. So recently they have actually given this October 2020 by countries. So I want all the countries. So yes, you can check whichever the country you don't want, but yeah, I would like to continue with all the countries. Now you see there are many data sets that are available. I'm going to take the first one and click continue. And now how many years of data I want? Let's say past year is 2022 onwards, maybe 2023 onwards. You see future data is also available. The estimate data is also available. You can take till 2026. I'm reducing the size of it. Okay, so you can see this and you can click prepare the report. So report is itself is preparing here itself. So this is a report. Okay, but I'm going to use this report and I will create another report with Power BI, and you will compare this report versus that report. How easy to understand this versus that. Then you will get interest. You will you should feel interest first. Okay, that kind of thing that I'm going to show. So now you see this UI is changed. So now I'm going to create a blank report. Okay, now you see it will come like this. We will discuss all this in detail, all these ribbons and all those things, the UI, all these options will be discussed step by step in the upcoming sessions. For now I'm not focusing on this, but let's understand how we can redesign this report in Power BI. Okay, so this data as is you can get into a Power BI. You can just copy this. Okay, Control X, so that cut each and every letter should cut actually. Okay, now here you see it can work with hundreds of sources. So Microsoft is claiming that Power BI can work with 100 plus sources, 99 plus sources. So 99 plus means it could be 100, 200, 300, I don't know exactly, but Microsoft is claiming that 99 plus sources Power BI can connect. Now you see all of them here. Okay, and the file section, you can see these are the file types we can connect. This is the database we can connect, and these are the Fabric platforms that you can connect, and Power Platform which we discussed, right? So Power Platform we can see here. Azure, you can see Azure. We will discuss what is exactly Azure. Online services, other tools. All these things you can get the data and you can create the reports. So for now, I'm going to get a web, because it's a web. Even a website application, web data, like from Wikipedia, you can also create one report. You take any interesting Wikipedia and copy the URL and paste it here and get the data. Of course, Wikipedia is not a report, but you can create a report. But here it is a report already, but this report versus our Power BI report, let's understand. So now when you click on that, see the web scrapping, iron scrap, the metal scrap, they will scrap it and they will use it for another. Here, beyond the scenes, Power BI will do a web scrapping, and in the web scrapping, it will identify the tables, useful tables. You see, it is identified some text, it is identified some other text. It identified a table, you see this web view. So now you are here, okay, and on top of that, just we cannot do anything but just see where we are here, and this is the data, it is scrapped out. So both tables are actually almost same, but you see we cannot load it, even we cannot transfer it unless you did not check this box. Whenever you check the box, you see the transform data or load data. So both are same actually. Here you see this 10 columns, and here you could see 11 columns, I guess, 9 columns only. So just because it's a 10 columns, I'm going to take that. But both are all of them same actually. You can just compare with your taking some time when you practice. So here this is not a clean data. Definitely I need to transform this data. I need to do some kind of cleaning things. So that's when you have some things that in mind that no, this is not a good data, so you should click on transform. If you feel this is a clean data, let's say from SQL Server database tables, if it is a clean data, you can directly load it. But in this scenario, we'll definitely need a transform data. So now you observe a thing. Okay, the tool inside the tool will pop up. You see, this is Power Query Editor. This is Power BI Desktop. A tool inside the tool. We will talk about this later, extensively. But in this demo, I'm not going to spend much time because we have a few we do not have much time. So that's where we actually take a little time in this session, but upcoming sessions we extensively work on this Power Query. Okay, this is the ETL tool or ELT tool. Okay, we will discuss. Definitely you should be confident in this tool, so that once you confident, you can also learn ADF. 50% ADF will be covered here, so remaining 50% you should learn in the ADF. So that also we will discuss. So here this is the header, right? So there's an option called use first row as a header. So now this will become a proper header, and we don't want this descriptions, units and scale and this country description. Control click, everything will be select, or you can remove the columns or remove the columns from here. Okay, it's gone, right? So now you see this estimator, after that also is not required. Okay, but now you see this is the country name, these are the years. Okay, country is ABC, data types are very important. ABC means text data type. Okay, but this is a decimal value, but still decimal value should be something like this. Okay, if I do this, you can see the error. Okay, NA will not be a decimal, it cannot convert it. So that's what that you could see. So that we will first clean the data. We should remove this NA. If you go here, you see this this one, and let's say NA, you could see somewhere here. So these are the records or chunk records. If you think these countries data is not available for the IMF, okay, so we can actually remove them. We don't want them. No, I want all the countries, I don't want this NA. So there is another mechanism, we will discuss that in the further session. I don't want to go deeper at this point of time. Okay, so for that, at this point of time, you can go to this filters and simply what you can say, instead of equal, you can say does not equal, and click OK. Now you see still this NA is coming. Why this NA is coming? Ideally it should not come. Let me remove this filter and let's again untick, select everything and untick and come down this NA, click OK. Now it's gone. Now we can change this to a decimal values. There is no error. And whenever I filtered here, even this entire record is also get filtered. NA was also there here, but when you filter here, it automatically get filtered. So the row is nothing but record. Column is like a building pillar. These are the columns, like building pillars. Row means record. So we will discuss. Of course, if you have any confusion, we can discuss. You can click on ABC, just convert that. Click on ABC, convert that. Click on ABC, convert that. Now you see decimal values. Now this is good. So somewhat some transformations we made it. We will discuss about that later. But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these 4 columns. I just shift enter, shift click so that all the columns selected. Okay. So what you need to do, you need to do a unpivot, transform data and do the unpivot. We will discuss, I will extensively discuss about this in the next sessions. But for now, you have done unpivot. Unpivot will give you 2 columns. One is attribute and value. Attribute is year here, and value is like, let's say, GDP value or something. Okay. Now you see this. I'm going previously before unpivoted. You see around 190 countries, but after unpivot it will become 760 because each country has 4 to 5 years of data. So 190 into that 4, so that many records will come. That is unpivot. We will discuss what is pivot, what is unpivot, why different scenarios of unpivot. That extensively we can discuss later. But for now, you see, if I change the name, this name will automatically get changed. CDP data. Okay, now it's changed. Here also you can do a rename. Okay, it will automatically get changed here. So both are same. So when you do here, it is same. Now imagine we have done whatever we want. Now we can load this into a Power BI desktop. So the report will be created in Power BI desktop, not in Power Query. Okay, now the data is coming. Now I'm going to create the visuals. Ideally, after Power Query, we should go to modeling. Okay, here why we are not focusing at this point of time, because we have only one table. If it is only one table, we no need to be focused much here. So that is the reason we can directly go to the visuals. Okay, and now we can create, let's say, if you drag this country, it automatically convert that to a map. Ideally, I don't know why it is not created a map, but now you see the map will come. Okay, now you can understand each map visually to feel some good analysis. Do you think that why this Angola is actually having this much? What could be the reason? Now if you see this Angola here, you can, okay, just because it is somewhere in the Africa and it has very good resources, that's where the business, so you can easily understand, estimate that business. So now you can just bring that here, and Angola, you can just click on Angola. Now you see Angola is here in the Africa somewhere, and you can make that as a slicer, and you can just compare Angola, maybe whatever it is, this one versus this one. You can see where they are basically. This is here and other one is here. These two countries you can compare. How beautiful this report is when it compares to this one. Not only that, okay, we can, of course, this is a slicer. We can make this separate, okay, and then you can also have another report, another visual called year by, let's say, GDP. So automatically it suggested a visual. Okay, if you don't want, let's say you want only table or something, you can just change it, that's okay. But now you see these two countries GDP you can compare on with, you can see them together. Okay, so let's say I want on one more visual. Let's say this is year wise GDP and country wise GDP also I want, maybe country and then GDP. Now you see each country you can compare. So what we can do, we can just make some beautification. Okay, okay, maybe. So I'll just make this slicer settings to a drop down so that the size will become small. So I'll make this, I'll put it here. So this will have all the countries. Okay, that's fine. So let's put this here and let's put this visuals here. Of course we will do a beautification thing extensively as a professional way of UI UX design, but for now you see this country, and you can put this year also in this slicer, or you can simply remove this. Let me show you another way. Okay, you can simply control C control V, and you just change this to here, and you can remove this. Now you can see all the years here. So in 2024 you can see all the countries data, and you can select in 2024 any of these two countries or maybe three countries you can compare. Okay, so do you do that here in this report? No, we cannot. We don't have that feature. Either you need to download into Excel or somewhere. See, download this report, and there you need to do. Not only the game is not over, you can save this report. Okay, not into April, but this is the recent one. Click on more. So I've created one folder. Okay, so let's go to that folder. Maybe browse this device. Click on this, and now we can create June. Now here I'm going to say that it's a GDP report. Okay, GDP report. That's how I'm going to save. So it's going to be a PBX file type. So GDP report.pbx will be created. So where it will create, it will create here. You see GDP report.pbx file. Okay, this file we will publish into Power BI service here. Okay, so you can go to this my workspace. Okay, here we have a lot of other reports, but you can simply upload it. Browse, and you can go to, let's say, June report, and just select this. This is one way to publish, but there is one more way. You can simply click on publish here. You require a license. Of course, here also I need to log in with my license account, then only it will get published. So now you see GDP report is get published here. Now this map is not working. The reason is you can see the error. So to fix this, ask your tenant admin to enable this. So you need to understand. See, I wantedly created this error so that you will understand there is a controls. Somebody can control whatever you create. Those are called admins. Tenant admin, O365 admin, workspace admin. We will discuss the different roles in upcoming sessions. But now you see, you can change this to 2025, and you can change this to another countries. You see, multiple countries if you want, or if you don't want, you can just click eraser. You can click eraser. Everything will come. Okay, so you can share this report from here. You can copy the link. You can give it in the team. Okay, so this is how ideally we will share the report to anybody, to the business, because they are going to do the ultimate decision making, right? For them we will create the reports. They will guide us. No, I don't want this bar chart, I want a column chart, I want this something else. So there is a business analyst, there is a different team lead, scrum master, all the product owner, all these different roles comes into picture. They will discuss about that, and then finally we will finally make it, and we will give it to them, and they will use it. Just like a building a house, how you want, where you want entrance, how you want. So all those things they will explain us, and we will build that. We are a white collar labor. Okay, so that's how you can just do mindset, but costly labor. Okay, right. So you might be appreciating this traditional report versus the Power BI report, because it will do a slice and dice. A visual will interact with other visual. If you click on this, it will get interact. You see, whenever whatever this country Vietnam that you selected, within that all countries, that contribution for each year is this much. And if you take the Korea, and you want to Korea and Vietnam both, so that's how the slice and dice mechanism. A visual will interact with other visual. A slice and dice mechanism. Visual interaction is the powerful mechanism in the non-traditional reporting system. So previous reports like SSR, we will discuss SSRS also. Okay, in that you will not get this kind of flexibility. Why? What is the benefit of this flexibility? You can make the decision quickly and effectively. Okay, so that's the benefit of this. Hope you appreciate this Power BI technology, and you might see whenever the business is there, there is a report. Where there is a report, there is a Power BI. That's the Microsoft goal. Okay, so if you are good at this technicality, if you are committed to learn this, definitely you will get more opportunities, and you will get exponential growth in the market. I'm going to be your trainer, mentor, coach. So definitely keep in touch with me. It is after even after the completion of the course is not done. I'll definitely be in touch with you if you ask any doubt at any point of time. You can ping me, chat with me in the Skype or anywhere. I'll definitely answer that. Okay. Being said that, I would like to stop the demo here today, and tomorrow at the same time, 7 to 8, we are going to start the next session, and we go and explore more on the Power Query side and Power BI service side. All those things as per the plan. I will explain the plan and everything tomorrow, and based on that we will go. Okay, that's all for the day, and thank you for your time, and have a wonderful future ahead. So at this point of time, market is little down. So I have a one dialogue here. When there is a war, you cannot sharp your knife. There is no war right now, but when the market is up, you should be ready with your knife. So this is the right time to prepare yourself. Okay, so get ready for the next war and next job market up, and then you will be the first person to get the job. So the proactive thing is very, very important. Some people will react when the market is up, they will start. But some people will like very smart, and they before the market they'll start. I think you are in the smart area. Okay, I've seen many market crashes from like 2002 onwards. I've seen that four or five market downs. I mean, the software went down with different reasons. Without there's no ups and downs, there is no life. That's what there are a lot of motivation speakers that are speaking out, but I'm not going to tell you, but hope you will understand that. So definitely there is going to be a market up. I've seen there are calls are coming in few days, few weeks. I'm testing the market also parallelly. Nobody can estimate. People will call me and ask, will the market will up in the next month? Who knows? Next day, tomorrow it might get up. We should be closely observed. You require only job. You don't require the market. In the lockdown, people lost their jobs like anything. But people like me, we have done multiple jobs at the same time. Ideally, if the market is down, what should have actually happened? We should lose the job. That's what many people have done. But some other, like you are taking a proactive decision, right? So you can do much wonders if you maintain the same proactiveness. Okay, so that's all for the day. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. I'm available in the Skype, available on phone, available on WhatsApp. Thank you.